Welcome to my channel, Beko Farm Academy. I'm here at my tomato farm, my tomato backyard garden, not actually my main farm, but at the backyard of my house. I'm making this video to address one of the challenges that tomato farmers do face. There are many challenges that tomato farmers do face, but for today, I want to address one of those challenges. And the challenge is what we call blossom end rots. Blossom end rot. I just came into my farm, I noticed it, look at it. This word is called blossom end rot. You see the rotten part at the downside of the tomato fruit. It can happen at any stage of the tomato. You can see, so I've decided to make this video to show us. So in this video, I will be telling us the causes of blossom end rot in tomato and how we can tackle it. The causes of blossom end rot and how we can tackle it. The major cause of tomato blossom end rot is lack of calcium. When your tomato plant lack calcium, it leads to blossom end rot. Most often, it may be that there's no calcium in the soil at all, and it would lead to this, and this is what we call blossom end rot. It may be that there's no calcium in the soil at all, so this can happen. You can start seeing this. 2, not watering your farm evenly. You may have calcium in the soil that you are planting your tomato, but if you don't water your crop very fine, it can also lead to what we call blossom end rot. Insufficient watering. Sometimes you overwater your plants, it can lead to blossom end rot. You also allow the plant to be dehydrated, it can also lead to blossom end rot. But when you are able to water your plant very fine, evenly, this challenge called blossom end rot will not be there in your plant. And you also add calcium to your plant. If you are running an organic farm, you don't need the inorganic chemical. You don't need the inorganic chemical to run in your farm. There are many ways that you can introduce calcium to your crop. One of the things is what we call eggshell. Eggshell. You can see it here. You can see it here. The eggshell. I've just dropped them. The eggshell. The eggshell is one of the calcium. We also talk about the periwinkle shell, snail shell. Just get them, grind them into powder. You can fry them or you expose it to the sun, grind them into powder, then you drop it on the base of the plants. The base of the plants. Just introduce them on the base of the plant. That will go a long way to help. That means you are adding calcium to your plant. You can also dissolve it in water and spread it on the leaf. It would absorb through the stomata. It's what we call stomata. Stomata are the openings on the leaves of the plant. So it would absorb it, and that will also take good care of it. Then you water your farm very well. You don't overwater it. You don't allow the plant to be dehydrated. That will take care of the calcium. So if your plant is lacking calcium, mostly tomato, you will discover this, what we call blossom end rot. So what you need to do, you need to add calcium to your soil. When you add calcium to your soil, it will correct, or you spray with foliar spray. That would actually take care of your plant. So if you are a tomato farmer and you are having this challenge, you notice something like this, the downside of your tomato fruits being rotten, what you just need to know is that your tomato lack calcium, so you need to apply calcium. There are other calcium-based products in the market that you can get and spray or you apply on the soil that can take care of the lack of calcium in your soil. Or you spray it foliar. You water your crop very fine. The soil can have the calcium, but when you don't water it, it can also lead to that. So you need to water it well, not to overwater it or to allow the plant to be dehydrated. If those things occur, it would lead to the blossom end rots we've talked about. So if this is the first time of visiting my channel, consider subscribing, click on the notification bell so that all other video that we upload, you can be able to have access to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.